Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Voss Talks. My name is Austin Vasilios, and on this channel, we talk about how to grow on social media, especially on Instagram. So in this video, let's talk about the small things that you could do every day to grow your Instagram. So if that's something you're interested in, that's your thing, roll an intro and let's get into it. To everyone new, welcome to my channel. I'm a digital marketer, entrepreneur, whatever title you guys want to use. My goal here with this channel is just to help you guys out that are interested in learning how to grow on social media, how to grow on Instagram. And a common question that I always get is, what are some small things that I could do to gain traction on Instagram? But before we get into answering that question, let's get into the question of the day. We always start with the question of the day on this channel. And the question of the day today is, how often do you go on Instagram? Do you go on Instagram every day? And if you do, if you do, whatever, how much time do you spend on the platform each day? Go in your settings, check out like your app history, your app usage, see how much time you're spending on Instagram. I'd love to hear in the comments below how much time you're spending on Instagram. I think that's fascinating, how many people are spending crazy amounts of time on Instagram, but it depends. Are you consuming or are you producing the content? There's two different sides right there. And yeah, let me know in the comments below, how much time do you spend on Instagram? How many days a week do you go on it? Do you go on it every day? Do you check it multiple times a day? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this video so far and you're new to the channel, make sure you go hit that subscribe button below. And when you do, make sure you hit the bell so that way you'll be notified every time I release a new video. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about three, little things that you could do to grow your Instagram over time. And I just wanna let you guys know that you're not gonna just wake up Insta famous, like, oh, I have a crazy awesome life just because I'm on Instagram and I have a bunch of followers. You're not gonna just be famous overnight. This is a process. You definitely have to build up your following and, provide value so that people actually want to follow you. People aren't gonna follow you just because you post, pictures of yourself and a little one-liner caption. Nobody's gonna follow that. You want to provide value to your audience, and this is going to help you do that. All right, guys, so I'm sure you guys have heard of the domino effect, and if you haven't, I'll just put this clip right here.
What you may not know is that a domino can knock over another domino, which is about 1.5 times larger. And the smallest domino is about 5 millimeters high and 1 millimeter thick. Ready?
But basically, when you knock over that first domino, it knocks over the next one, the next one, the next one, and boom. You start with the small things. You start with the small things, and then that helps you build up to, knocking down those bigger dominoes. And that's what we're gonna be talking about in this video, the small things that you need to be doing in order to start knocking down those bigger dominoes. So number one, you're gonna wanna utilize the Instagram live stream feature. And I know some people might be like, oh, it's gonna be awkward. And yeah, it probably will be a little awkward the first time because, you've never done it before. If you've never done it before, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit awkward, but you gotta do it one time, be awkward, and then, figure it out in order to get better at it. So just do it. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't overthink it. But Instagram wants you to be using the new features, and it's going to reward the people who are using the newest features like Instagram TV, live stream. But we're talking about live stream right now. And when you do lives and you do them often, then not only do you show up on the explore page so more people can find you, can find your live, can, you're exposed to more people. But a big secret when it comes to going live on Instagram is actually having your followers and having the people who are watching you join your live. You have them request to join your live, or I think you could just have them, you can request them to come on. And yeah, just have them come on, because not only does that build a good relationship with that follower, and then it shows your other followers like, oh, I want to watch this live stream tomorrow because, he is having people come on and talk to her. Then they're gonna see, oh, that person's having a live stream today and tomorrow. I'm gonna show up tomorrow so that way I can maybe get featured and, show up on this person's live stream. And you know what's huge about that? Not only do people want to be on your live stream, but every time that a new person comes onto your stream, a notification goes out to, a lot of your followers, not all of them, but a lot of them, and same thing for their followers. So if you have someone else on, the notification goes out to their followers that says, hey, this person is on a live stream with Austin, and Austin's also on the live stream, so yo, check out this live stream. And that's how, you know, you get all of your followers to check out the live stream. And then once that happens, the Instagram algorithm, the Instagram algorithm pushes you out on the explore page, so that way you get organic traffic and new followers that, you know, you would have never known about. They would have never known about you if you didn't, you know, make these live videos. So you might as well do it if you're gonna be growing on Instagram. And there's no limit to how many guests you could bring on each live stream. I've seen people bring on like 20 guests in one live stream. It'd be like, all right, dude, you have 1 minute, you're live, you're on the call. What do you have to share? Or I've seen like a comedy page be like, all right, what do you have any funny things to say? And then they'll close, like the person will say the funny thing. Oh, haha, funny. Close, next. All right, do you have anything else to say? Do you have anything funny to say? Oh, haha, funny. All right, close, next. You know what I mean? So you could have as many people on your live stream as possible. Obviously, you don't want it to be, you know, ingenuine. You want it to be genuine. You want it to be a good conversation with the person, so that way other people are like, oh, this looks so fun, I want to join, I want to be on that live stream too. And every time that you do that, another notification gets sent out to both your followers and that other person's followers. It's huge. It's a great way to grow on Instagram. Definitely do it. And another great way to grow on Instagram using the live feature is by collabing with other influencers that are trying to grow in your niche that are pretty much the same type of profile as you. So you guys are in the same niche, and you guys are gonna have around the same amount of followers. So you're not gonna reach out to someone with 200,000 followers and try to do an Instagram live with them. I mean, I'm sure you can find someone that would do it with you that has that many followers, but in the beginning, it would be best to just stick with people who are, you know, around how many followers you have, because they're 100%, most of the time, 100% likely to, you know, come on the live stream with you, drop some value with you. And yeah, that's a huge way to grow your true fans, like the people who actually love the content that you post. This is how you're gonna be building up those core true fans. Number two, we're gonna be talking about utilizing your Instagram highlights. So those little highlights that are on your Instagram profile, and you know, some people don't use them, some people do. I actually didn't use them for a while. I put one highlight in there and it was linking to my YouTube. So that way all traffic, if they want to check out a highlight, it goes to my YouTube. But I realized that I need to be providing more value with those highlights, and it's just another opportunity to provide value. So I kind of just started looking at it as that. And now every time that I, you know, go on vacation, there's a holiday, there's a different event in my life, or a different cultural event that's going on that other people will be like, oh, I want to check out what's this highlight's all about. It's all about being like the, you know, the clickbait highlight, but actually then providing value through that clickbait value, that clickbait title. And the reason you're gonna wanna be using these Instagram highlights is because it can give your audience something new every time that they come to your profile, so they're gonna want to actually come to your profile more often. So if they come to your profile and everything's always the same, they're not gonna come back. But if they come to your profile and everything's different, there's a new highlight, he's got a live stream, new post up, there's an Instagram TV up, then obviously they're gonna be like, every day they wake up and they're like, damn, does Austin have any new content? Do you guys have any new content? They're gonna be coming to your guys' profile, and if you don't have new content consistently, then they're not gonna remember, oh yeah, let's go check out Austin's profile. You wanna make it into kind of a ritual that they're gonna be doing every single day, that they wake up in the morning, they check your feed out, boom. That's how you build your core fan base, the people that love everything that you're posting, and yeah, you just gotta keep up the content. Among all my influencer friends, we call this staying relevant. So if you stop posting for a while, that's known as not being relevant, like losing relevancy. But yeah, these highlights, they, you know, give your audience something new to relate with, new to consume, and you build that stronger relationship with those followers that actually check out those new highlights every day, that watch all of your stories, that check out your live streams. If you keep doing all of these things, then you're gonna build that stronger relationship with your audience. The one thing that I just basically want to make sure you guys understand is that you don't want to ever get stagnant, because once you get stagnant and you stop posting, you stop updating those highlights, it's just the same highlights every time somebody comes to your profile, it gets boring and people aren't going to want to be like, oh, I need to go check out that person's profile because I'm so excited to see what's on their profile. Nah, I know exactly what's on it. It's been the same for the past 3 months. I'm not going to their profile. So yeah, always create new highlights. And another tip, just don't load up each highlight like to the max. highlights. I mean, you can if it's like you go on vacation and you know it's a long vacation, you have a ton of different stories and you want to share a lot of stuff within that vacation. But a good idea might be to break up that vacation into different themes. So you'll, like, if you go to one part, then beach day here. If you go to like a different part of that, like wherever you're visiting, like city day here. Obviously, like I said, you want to make those titles that you use a little bit clickbait so people actually want to watch them. But the people who are going to watch them, they probably aren't going to watch all the way until the end if there's 100 snaps. Like, it takes a long time. I've gone through my own when I used to just upload a bunch into just one circle, and it took forever to get all the way through. So I'm sure everybody, if I can't even get all the way through my stories and highlights, then the people who are following me aren't going to be able to get through all of them. So break it up into maybe like 20 to 50 stories per highlight, so that way it's not like, oh my god, there's still 50 more stories in this highlight. You want it to be like where they are, I just finished that highlight, time to move on to the next one. All right, just finished that highlight, moved on to the next one. Not like, all right, so I'm still on the same highlight, still going through, let's just start tapping through. When people start tapping through, they're not actually watching, and that's not what you want. So make sure that you're not making them too long where people are like, God, I can't even watch this anymore. So guys, if you are enjoying this video so far, I would really appreciate it if you screenshotted this and then posted it into your Instagram story and then tag me. And what I'll do after that, once you tag me, you post it on your Instagram story, I'll take that and repost it into my Instagram story, and then yeah, my followers will all see it, and then they'll follow you. They'll hit you up. We're all about sharing the love, the VasNation. We're all about sharing the love. So yeah, go screenshot this and then tag me on Instagram, post it on your Instagram story, and I will repost it. And number 3, we kind of already talked about this a little bit, but I just want to like directly go at this topic right now. You don't want to get stagnant. You don't want to always be doing the same things. You want to be unpredictable. You want to switch things up, keep people on their toes, because when you become predictable, people get a little bit bored. There's definitely a good thing. There's definitely a good aspect of being predictable, where if people, okay, like I know that Austin's gonna be posting every morning at this time and every night at this time, I'm gonna make sure that I'm on my phone during those times. That's a good way to be predictable. But if you're posting the same type of content, people start to get bored when they start to see the same thing over and over. I know I've talked about before on this vlog, on this channel, that some people, on Instagram, they post the same picture over and over. It's like the same pose, same room in their house, and it's the same thing over and over. People get bored of that, and that's what I'm talking about. You don't want to become predictable like that. Basically, you don't want to bore your audience. If you think that people might be bored with your content, chances are if you think that, then other people are also thinking that. So just switch it up. It's never a bad thing to switch it up. And a good way to switch it up, I've actually written down some ideas right here. Let's see. We got controversial topics. Controversial, remember that clip? Not gonna want to be swearing at all, and I definitely don't recommend any controversial topics, because we got new style, like new style of clothes, new style of hair, new, like, whatever you like to do with related to style. We can all tell that I don't have any style, but that's whatever. New background behind your picture, not in the same room every single time you post a picture, new pose, new type of post, like what you're talking about. There we go. Or maybe even a new perspective on what you're talking, like what you've been talking about on your profile. Like if you're all about health and wellness, maybe try and give a different perspective than you usually would, like regarding your niche. Branding and creating like a layout and a theme and being known for that theme, that's great. But when you switch it up and you post something different, it intrigues your audience, and it's like, damn, I'm gonna go check out what Austin's got going on today, because it could be completely different. I saw yesterday he posted something unusual to him. It wasn't something that he would usually post. So maybe he posted something like that today. I'm gonna go check out his profile. It just gives them that extra motivation to go check out your profile if you just switch up something that you usually would be doing the same. And a big question that I have for you here is, how can you evoke emotion within your followers? People act based on emotions. They don't do things, they don't do things just because they want to. They do things based on how they will feel about the content, how the content will make them feel. And if you don't make them feel anything, that people aren't going to stop on your content. They're just going to keep scrolling and, never even notice that your content was even there. So you need to make them feel some type of way and stop them from scrolling, Hopefully this video is helping you guys out who don't have like crazy advertising budgets. These are just some easy, free ways to grow your Instagram and gain traction VasNATION, so that way it makes it, a little bit easier to knock down that first domino and get them going. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. There's my username if you guys aren't already following me, but feel free to send me a DM on Instagram or comment below this video. I always respond to every comment on my YouTube videos, so go below, leave a comment if you have any questions. All right, guys, so if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. It'll really help me out. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe below. And when you do, make sure you hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I release a new video. Question of the day: how often do you go on Instagram and how much time do you spend on it? So do you go on Instagram every day? Do you go on Instagram every day for 30 minutes? Do you go on Instagram once a week for 30 minutes? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you share this video with your friends, post it in your Instagram story and tag me. And yeah, share it with someone that it will actually help them, that is actually interested in this kind of stuff, interested in growing on Instagram. So make sure you share it with them because yeah, it'll probably help them out, All right, guys, here's a little Easter egg just for everyone who watches until the end. Go in the comments below, leave a comment, and then just use the hashtag VasNATION right here, VasNATION. Use that hashtag in the comments below, and I will choose one of those people that use that hashtag, one of you guys, to feature in the next video. You'll be like the comment winner. I'll give you guys a shout out. And yeah, I just want to see who's actually watching till the end of my videos. So go in the comments below, use that hashtag so that way I know, all right, you watched until the end. I appreciate you. You're getting a shout out. Here's the last video's comment winner. Alright guys, you rock. I appreciate you watching until the end. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.